You thought you were about to go into the video game. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking of Spoon 1000. I thought I was going to go into the video game that I'm about to watch. And to be honest, you are my Dawn fans. I'm just going to take you there right now. In style. Yeah. Style indeed. Here we go. Warning. For those who are under 21, yes, I'm looking at you and telling you, cannot allow to watch this video, episode, series, or even playlist without your parents' permission. If you are watching this without your parents' permission, then you are a silly person. It's not my fault, it's your fault. You have been warned. Hello, hello, hello! Each one of you, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and ages, and all of them. It is me, Superior 9000, but you call me Superior. Yes, that's right, the game streamer that the windows of the future become an entrepreneur, extraordinary influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, and creator, cover, future wrestler. And yes, that's what we're doing, friends. You were told. Back once again, playing and continuing the story series of You Know It, I Know It, We All Know It, each and every one of you know it, and the rest of the story continues. Now, before we get down into the video game business, I'm just going to throw down 3 face cards down. That'll be the end of my turn, so activate them at the end of the recording streaming session. And if you're new to this channel, please press the red button to subscribe, press the power button to follow, press the green button to like, follow, subscribe, and support. And once you press those 3 buttons, you officially join the Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise to make bigger, better, stronger, and more noticeable in the future to all other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. Now, I know what you're chatting from your boy Superior 9000. Let's get down to the video game business and let's get to work. Oh, and before I do, if you missed the previous episode of my Doing Fans, do not worry. Your superior will leave that in the description down below so each one you can watch it. And before we get into the video game business, yes, I'm looking at selling yous. I hope you got your chin gear on. I've been to the Lulu, and I hope you got your drink and your snacks. And I hope you're chilling out and relaxing on your gaming chair, or on the sofa, or even chilling out on the bed, watching this amazing game series I'm doing. Anyway, as I said before, enough to chat from your boy Spear 9000. Let's get to work and let's get into the video game business. Right, let's give SKYE a call. I should check the details of the car with SKYE. It's sucks to spend all day looking for her. Ooh, she's ringing. Ring, 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 ring. Click. Hey, Superior. Had a great time the other day at the mall, aka the shop center, we want to call it. Are you still good for the con? Hell yes. No, actually, I'm joking. Of course we are. Superior Plaza said, I just want to check in with you about it. So awesome. Well, I forward to you the website so you can see any details. One sec. Anything else you wanted to know? Superior said, sure, that'd be perfect. Oh yeah, and we should really work out where we should meet, and when is the real question. SKYE replied, oh yeah, shoot, good point on that one. I got so distracted thinking about where we could do there, and why don't we meet at the main concourse, signing desk around say 1 p.m. I gotta sign up for a couple of events in the morning, and the lines are usually pretty bad. Oh, and hey, I'd love to introduce you to my friends too. Spirit said, that sounds good, and okay, keep an eye out for me, and I would love to meet your friends. and explore the con too. Sky said, okay, being responsible aside, I should run. I need to make sure I have everything ready. I'll see you there, Superior. And thanks, son. Superior said, of course, see you there, Bab. Beep. Oh, an unknown ping. That must be the email. Yeah, I was just guessing that one. Yeah. I just got it right. Superior said, that must be SKYE's email. Ah, so this is the costume car in the Amorous world. Very cool, very cool. Big too. I wasn't really sure what to expect when I pulled up, but the large convention center parking lot was packed with people. Half of them seemed to be in costumes. I wasn't exactly sure who some of them were, but a lot seemed based on classic video games. Okay, we've got some Easter eggs here. Which I'm sure you do if I was watching my videos. If you know this is Easter egg here, leave it in the comment down below. A resident of E, fellow soldier, and Team Rock. If you know those two Easter eggs, leave it in the comment down below. It seems I knew at least in the passing. The convention center itself was enormous. I mostly just followed the crowd to find my way over to the pass line. I started to wonder if I even had any luck finding SKYE amongst all these people. The convention floor was busy. I thought the SKYE had said this was a small meetup, but the number of people was close to claustrophobic. Well, in other realities, especially in this reality of us, Comic Con is always going to be busy, even if it doesn't seem like many people. There is. I should know I've been to many Comic Con events, mostly at Birmingham NEC. The assignment was better than I hoped. Everyone was smiling, rowing together in a group of laughter and friends between panels and game rooms. As I said, Comic Con is quite a big main fan. You know, no one knows who's seen Superior 9000, even though just recordings when he's at the main event Comic Con. Lexi, hey bud, do you need a hand with anything? I noticed you've been passing around the room on your own for a while. One of the cosplayers appeared off this group of friends and playfully hopped his way over to me. Superior said, oh, I'm okay thanks, just waiting for a friend. I've been having trouble finding her. I know she's in a costume somewhere. Lexi replied, what's her name? There ain't turn off girl game cosplayers. I might know her. Superior said SKYE. She said she would waiting around here, and I think she mentioned that she was going to be cosplaying as Luca. Next replied SKYE. Oh yeah, she's over here. Good thing I came over. You may have been standing here for a while. Hey SKYE, your friend is here. At least the guy was helpful. I could see what SKYE meant about her friends here being nice and less critical than people at the Ramos Club. I probably had felt a little weird going up to a stranger in an outfit, but the cosplayers here all seem very outgoing. They approach and pose with pretty much anyone walking by. The nerd community really was pretty open, so I guess I shouldn't have been that surprised, even if I hadn't been to this particular con. It was pretty cool to catch quite a few good cosplayers of some of the games, and anime of course I knew. I definitely have to take a few photos myself. SKYE replied, oh Spirit, I'm sorry you weren't waiting around for too long, were you? I was swarmed by some old friends I haven't seen in ages. I see you've already met Lexi. Lexi replies to Superior, hey, I forgot to ask, are you in costume too? To be honest, I'll be honest. Superior said, I had a couple ideas of game characters I could cosplay, but I didn't have too much time. I thought about grabbing a Japan school uniform or something, just to do something simple from an anime. But I wouldn't have had the time to get the school insignia right. That's not the problem, right? I checked, there didn't seem to be any rules about cosplay in only arenas, and I figured I'd be coming in a bit late to wait in a prop line. I said, no, not against the rules or anything. Well, hey, as always, next time, right? I made this costume myself. Quite good. Maybe I can help you with yours next time, if you want. Spears said, sure, it certainly seems like I could pick up a lot of tips from people here. SKYE didn't tell me all her friends were skilled costume designers. SKYE replied, said, go easy on Superior and Lex. It was a last minute thing. I suggested a new local friend I figured I'd drag here. Still, I'm really glad you made it. Superior replied, to be honest, I almost didn't recognize you, SKYE. I guess you did warn me not to rely on the fur color. SKYE always takes a costume to the next level beyond on itself. She won 5th place last year for Muto costume. She even shaved her fur completely smooth and painted her bare skin to get the right looks. Wow, bet that took ages to grow back her fur. I thought SKYE oiling up her smooth painted body made me glad I wasn't wearing any tight showy clothes myself today. I bet she barely wore any clothing over that outfit either. I thought that actually seems pretty typical here. Not limited the girls either. SKYE replied, thanks Alexi. I thought I should have seen the costume that won Superior. I wish I had that kind of talent. You know, the character that I'm cosplaying as today, right, Superior? To be honest, I don't know who that character is. Who said you're not the only Pocket Monster fan, and if you know that Easter egg there, leave a comment down below. Man who anyway told you me at the game store, remember? I really like how you took a predominantly male character and give them a sexy female spin-off test drive. So it's sexy, haha, I wasn't even trying for sexy. I ended up going with the clothes you and me picked out at the store since they showed off marketing better. That and the colours worked. I hope I wasn't out of line with the sexy comments. SKYE wasn't the only one dressed appropriately for her costume. Lexi was showing more skin than what would be suitable outside of the convention. Are all cosplayers like this? If so, perhaps I should have been coming here instead of the nightclubs. I think you did a great job with the costume, SKYE. Maybe even contender for the first place this year. Hey, Maxwell. No offense, SKYE, but the first place is heading my way. Hey, you're Superior, right? SKYE's been going on about you all boring. Well, last time I checked, I do have a reputation, especially with my adoring fans. You know, that huge fan of my work and stuff. And, you know, with my videos and, you know, support me and stuff. But as I say, I do have a reputation. The more SKYE critical her friends began to crowd around me, I wasn't aware she was so popular with when it came to this kind of stuff. SKYE replied said, "Ah, And come on, you know I don't really care that much about the competition. I wouldn't be surprised if you won. Fun for me, just showing up. I replied, I'm just messing with you guys. I bet $10 Superior knows my character. $10, you say? They ain't going to be asking me this all day, are they? I replied, we'll probably smooth her two of them. Hey Sky, why don't you show around the convention? That's a great idea. We catch up with the rest of you guys later. Come on, follow me, Superior. Sky said. Sky slipped her hand in mine, guiding me around the bend of the corridor, away from some of the crowd. Skypie said, sorry about that. My friends are really nice when you get to know them. I think Lex could tell things were getting a little out of hand. Superior said, hey, that's not a big deal. I'm just glad your friends seem so nice. I guess talking about their costumes is only natural when you're all dressed up for the con. Skyfly says, still, I don't want you to feel like a third wheel to my friends. Let's spend an hour together. Just you and me. I will have to head back over after that though. There's an event held through the day and I really wanna be there for the group photo. Guess ain't allowed for that. Spear said, hey, that's fine. I really didn't expect you to drop everything and hanging out. It is a convention after all. Scott replied, really? Well, thank you, Superior. That means a lot. So, what do you think of the convention? Anyway, are you liking it? I'm having fun indeed. Superior said, excited. I've been enjoying the spectacle of everyone getting into their characters. Even if it's a little your face at times, I wasn't really expecting it to be so busy. But now I managed to find you, it's not so bad. Scopelight, I'm glad you are having a good time. I was really hoping you have fun with here so we could enjoy together, and hey, there's a whole room of people selling awesome animes, video games, and of course comic book stuff. Wanna go for a check out? Spear said, sure, that sounds pretty cool. You have to give me a few recommendations. Sky took me over to the line of people waiting to enter a large pair of doors. She skipped right to the front of the line, seemingly knowing the security guy by the name and showing a special color badge. She said, did you do that guy a favor or something? How did we get in so easily? Scott replied, I'm a super sponsor for the convention. I pay a bit extra to help the fund, the con stuff, and get some cool perks like free lunch and line cuts. To us, I'll take the free lunch and line. In this reality, I would, honestly. She said, I just went with a regular guest pass. To be honest, I probably should have read the ticket option more clearly. But never mind. Skyply said there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you are just here for the afternoon. I just like to support these things because they mean a lot to me. The conventions are one place where I feel comfortable enough to be myself, nerdiest and all. Spirit said, I hope you feel comfortable around me too, so. I know we are into similar stuff, but, you know, can be yourself, right? I'm here to hang out with you, after all. Sky replied, to be honest, I really do. Most of my friends only really know me for my cosplay stuff, so it's nice to meet someone from the outside of the fandom who is open to that stuff. Honestly, you're my first date, who hasn't intimidatingly started with some weird fanboy stuff. That club really wasn't my comfort zone. Yet, despite all the girls you could have spent your time with, you sat down with me. You really cheered up that night. You also stuck up for me in front of those two girls. I mean, I know you wouldn't exactly join in to pick on me, but I feel safe to be myself around you. Whoa, I wasn't expecting her to pour her heart out like that. In the middle of a line of people, too. Spending time with her must really mean a lot. Even though she got lots of friends here, she could have spent time with. You know, we're gonna admit our feelings. That's what we do. So we said, I'll be honest, Sky. The last few days that we've been hanging out together have been really special to me. I love spending time with you, Sky. More than just as friends. I let my fingers play over her palm and she returned the gesture with a playful squeeze of my thumb. She seemed to come to her sense after a small moment, shaking her blush free as she looked back down the line as the doors opened to the sale room. Sky said, "You're great, Superior. I hope you know I feel the same." As we head into the dealer's area, we are probably holding up the line, getting all deep and meaningful. Entering the room, my senses were overloaded with dazzling lights, sounds and costumes at every turn. The main room here was so big that it would take us a long time just to walk around all the attractions. Well, that player, let it get out of that feeling. I've been to that kind of style main event before. Trust me, there are always a lot of people, literally. Some pretty big names were hosting booth, and that weekend voice actor from the animes and artists from famous comic book series. There were video games companies showing off their new release, and even some older companies re-released their retro games with old school classic. I haven't even expected this amount of star power right on my front door. As people said, I gotta say, Sky, coming to the convention was really worthwhile. I'm probably gonna bust out my wallet and pick up a couple of comics before we go, Sky. Sky, hey, sorry, I'm already a big fan of this artist, and she was nice enough to sign my hoodie I bought last year. Isn't that awesome? Oh my god, I'm so glad she signed it. Keep that, probably worth selling in the future. Sky did a cute little almost dance in front of the booth, spinning in place with honest and energetic joy. It was so cute I couldn't help but laugh. Putting two and two together, even if Sky hoodie was a simple theme based on a Super Sentai anime, getting the signature of the voice actor for it would probably make it worth a pretty penny. Anime was pretty popular too. She said, "No way, that's pretty awesome. Score big time indeed. I didn't even know there was a Kensai stand here." And Max said, "No way, you got an autograph Kensai jacket? That's gotta be worth a fortune now." And Han Maxwell said, "Oh hey Han, yeah, She said she could tell I was a super fan and totally offered to sign it. I'm totally using this jacket with my next cosplay. We got a little more time browsing to the booth before more of SKYE's groups of friends began to flood in the dealer's area and found us. The group were a big magnet for photos, especially when they ran into fans of characters. They were all another character from the same show and replied, "Hey, did you guys wanna head over to the cosplay panel? They're gonna be covering some airbrushing techniques I wanna check out." Next, but hey, count me in. I was just going to get you guys for it. Skype, actually, I was gonna steal Superior away for a bit, but I'll catch up with you guys afterwards. Han replied, "Ha, well, have fun you two, and make sure SKYE gets to the cosplay photo shoots, though." Spirit said, "We'll try and keep out of trouble." SKYE led me off by the hand away from the dealer's room. I did have plans to maybe go back to the dealers, and while she was getting ready for parade, but that could wait. If we come back through the maze off the table again, we'll burn all our time together. She navigated the crowd so quickly I didn't even have time to check the map in the convention info pack, but SKYE seemed to know exactly where to go. As we got close to the room, the sound of cheers and beeping games met me before we even reached the door. Inside the large room, the con had set up a makeshift arcade with a large TV around, hooked it up with consoles. They even brought in some of the large arcade machines, a lot with cool looking retro games, old school style. Let's go play ta-da, what do you think? I guess this is more my style then. The style floor. A few dozen people were standing around the two large screens. They seemed to be in the middle of a brawl tournament. A couple of the people watching saw SKYE costume and gave it another cheer. She cheered them on in a return and gave them a few cutely intermittent shadow and boxing moves. So we're gonna be boxing, or did you wanna go head to head on brawl? I don't know how I feel about beating up the game. Look how you dress like that, Spirit said. SKYE replied, actually, I had another idea. Come on. SKYE slipped her hoodie off, sidestepping some of the console games over to a larger arcade games. She stood before the large dancing game, Dance Revolution and Revolutions. Wait, Spirit said, wait, what? So you said you could dance, right? When we were at the game store. Well, you know what, to be honest. Spirit said, you know what, I was just saying that to impress you, right? SKYE said, you're not getting out that easy. Don't worry, we'll go 2 players, it'll be fun. As the game started up, the beat began to slow as the stepped up side by side on the 2-player games. SKYE shook her arms and legs out, warming up. A couple of others started to gather up to watch the pretty fox girl in the shorts, probably having more than a little to do with it. Whew, well, here goes nothing. The hours started out pretty slow as the beat started up, then down, then up again. Right, then left, then up, down, up again. if it keeps up like this, I could probably keep pace. Okay. I think it's okay. I'm gonna guess this one. No. With this one. And let's see. Okay, it is getting really hard guessing this. Hmm. I think it's this one. There we go. I felt like I was doing pretty good so far. SKYE was really taking it in her stride through, Superior said. Superior team said she was laughing and hopping from one foot to another, shifting her weight. I didn't have much time to laugh along with her as the hours started to come a little faster than the beat of the song, really kicking it in. First it started like that the last time with an up then down and an up, but this time it was a left and a right. It was starting to get faster, but I think I was getting the rhythm, the same patterns one more time after that. Okay, I think I've got this. So, how's it going? Who said, I think I've got it. SKYE, get ready. There's a side split coming. How many times you have played this? Okay. Hey, you're doing great. Pretty awesome with that. Phew. This guy said. She said, hey, speaking for yourself, you're doing great. I was better keeping up with her, but it was fun regardless. It was getting pretty tough though. Another side split, then a quick up, down, down. Damn. Okay, I've got this. Let's go. She said, you ready? She said, ha, yeah. Bring it on. SKYE was taking it in her stride, swinging those curvy hips in those showy shorts. I had to focus as the moves start to flow faster, but ignoring the cute girl in the camisole, of course, I am sure there were plenty of people standing off on the sidelines, enjoying the flexibility of her shirt. So we said, come on, mind off the cute athlete girl. Okay, so after all that, there's a front split, then left, right, left, then back and up, down, up. Yeah, I think I can get this down. So we said the final is looking tough though. Front split, then a side split twice. You feeling that flexible? SKYE said, ha, yeah, but then it's just a quick left and right. And we are done. Just gotta time the last kicks out. Okay. Hmm. Damn, I messed up somewhere. There goes my perfect streak. Damn it. Here comes the final. So let's nail it. Hey, you nailed it, the finished. Yeah, we did it. Ready for stage 2, Sky said. We were rocking the song, hitting our stride pretty quickly as we totally breezed through all 4 stages of the arcade mode for our starting money. We were pretty close in terms of the score, but none of us were really concentrating on that as we laughed and made our way through the song side by side. Some of the people waiting were cheering us on, and I could see SKYE was beaming from ear to ear just as much as I was. Might have been able to keep up with her, but SKYE certainly handled it with more than grace. I couldn't help but feel more like a hokey-jokey puppet, throwing my arms while SKYE was throwing in kicks and arm movements in the song. It helped that I knew some of the songs from their anime shows, maybe not well enough to sing along like some of the crowd were. Not when I was trying to pay attention to the arrows and not being distracted by SKYE dancing along to all arm movements from credits videos. When we stepped it out to give someone else a turn, SKYE smoothed the blue fur. Here was at the door as we slipped out of the game rooms and into the main concourse. She was particularly skipping along, her hands in mine. Spear said, "You were really good at that, SKYE. I'm impressed." SKYE replied, "Thanks, Superior. I had a chance to practice. I had so much fun, Superior. I'm super glad we found some time to hang out. I know it's not exactly like a date or anything when there's a ton of things going on and like a crazy amount of people. Still, I'm really glad we got to hang out. It made the con way cooler than last year." So I could do my bit to help out. Seem cool. Actually, yeah, let's do it on. Are we high up what I geek out over more? So we said maybe. I mean, I am the first edition. Skyfly, we should get you signed. Hehehe. Go. Spear said, "Got anyone in mind?" Now I do. But to answer your sneaky question, yes, of course. I'm even happier that you are here. Your ego feeling okay now? Spear said, "I'll let you know if it's feeling a little loose again, Miss Awesome DRRD dancer. Honestly, I was kinda worried. This place is even busier than the mall, and the gaming room was more crowded and crazy than the dance floor at the Amorous. But yeah, I guess it's different, though. I didn't really know anyone at the mall. I don't know, it's just different, right? Someone could be in the mall because they need to buy a new, I don't know, a new suit for work or something, or they are just pissed and trying to quickly get lunch before going back to work. Everyone is here to have fun, and they are here because they like games and animes and stuff." So that makes sense, though I guess most people in Amorous are there because they want to have fun too. Sky said, "I guess, yeah, but they are looking for weird sex and drinking fun I know really well. Sky held the jacket and chest still held loosely in her hands after dancing up a storm. Pew said, "You never drank?" Sky, ha, no, I drank. I'm a lightweight though, and not in the fun dancing about way. I just feel kinda dizzy and sick. Good cover though, for the others thing, Sky said. Sky replied, I heard it. Sky, you know, I now do something you didn't feel ready for, if you didn't wanna. Said, oh no. I mean, I want to, you know. It's just not like I'm a nun or anything. She's thinking a little, trying to hide a blush behind her jacket a little. Speaking emission seemed accidental, but I couldn't help but feel part of her hot flush creeping over me too. Not a nun, so she had to some kind of experience, just not with someone else. She said, well, good, geez, I guess that's not the right way to say it. I mean, I'm glad it's not something you're worried about. Sky bit her lip and pushed it under her breath into her hoodie. Spears said, anyway, I don't know, at least at the Amorous, there's a bunch of people all trying and failing to dance. It was a little scary to be a sudden up on stage with everyone just watching. Fun, but kind of surprising. You don't seem to like the crowds usually. Skyplayer says, I guess I didn't think about it. Anyways, I'm sure most of the people there were just waiting for their turn to unlearn the machine. I guess that's true. I don't know, Spear said. Sky replied, what is? Eyes were on me, reading a little concern. She said, come on, you can tell me. She said, I don't know, it was pretty brave to get up in front of the people like that. Sky replied, I really don't think they were watching us. She said, you really think the cute girl in the cami and shorts dancing around had nothing to do with it? I know the outfit is kinda showy, but it's a showy place. It's about the firm marketings anyway. The character doesn't even wear clothes. So it's a game for kids. A character with a bunch of body pillows. And Spear said, you know that you look extremely good in that outfit, right? So I said, what? She timidly flushed it and almost took a step back. Spear said, I mean, you look really cute, Sky. Shaking your hips on the dancing game. Especially in that top. I'm not trying to be weird about it, I'm just saying. Sky Pliers said, if you don't like how I look, Spear said, haha. Sky said, what? What did I do now? Spear said, nothing, you're just really cute when you go and being so innocent. Sky is totally the opposite. I'm not trying to call you out, I'm just saying you look really sexy, and there's plenty of people who admire that, even on a normal day. It's not like it changes when you are dancing around in a lower cute top. Sky hovered across her arms over her chest, as I thought the concept of her own bust was alien to her, made her seem very young somehow. Sky, I don't know, geez, now it made me all self-conscious. She quickly slipped her arms into her hoodie, although she at least stepped it back beside me seemed to cool her head. So, sorry for being a freak about it. She said, what? Come on, Sky, it's fine, I like that. You've got this secret kind of confidence to wear stuff like that and not worrying about what other people are thinking about it. Sky replied, really? Because it kind of sounded like you were calling me naive. Naive? In a good way, like unashamed, even if you are shy or look good enough to draw a crowd, and you weren't even trying. Spirit said. Sky replied, maybe, but maybe I don't want to draw a crowd just because I'm a girl in a tight shorts. Spirit said, you're clearly not flaunting it in on purpose though. It's just natural you. She sighed again and took into her breath and stepped back in beside her and apologized jerkily as we watched it. A few of the groups walking in by the consultation for a moment. She replied and said, geez, I'm really bad at taking a compliment, huh? She said, hello, but I do mean it, you look great. She replied, great, I know that people check me out all the time. Really? She said, really? I noticed it in the gaming store when you were browsing, and those girls from my high school weren't actually calling you ugly. So like, now you're gonna make me really paranoid. So with a nervous laugh, I held out my hand and surprised she took it, squeezing my fingers tight. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the middle one. Spirit said, you know, that you being kind of modest about your looks is one of the things I love about you, right? So I said, well, I kind of love that you let me know when I'm doing something right, too. I appreciate it, even if it makes me feel kind of self-conscious. It makes me feel good, though. You make me feel good, so that thank you. Kind of leans in and kissed my cheek. I was thinking, Scarpa, I love you too, Spear. I really didn't expect to be saying that, but it feels really good to say it. Spear said, I love you too, Sky. She slid in closer, seemingly as we took a moment, just people watching us side by side and hand in hand. Before too long, a booming announcement fought over the level of the conversation. Oh, the overhead speakers. But oh shoot, we must have lost track of time. They are getting ready to take the photo. Han prize at Sky, there you are. Spirit said, hey Han. Han replied, hey Spirit, do you mind if I drag Sky away a little? You are not allowed in the photo room, unless you're in the room. Spirit said, really? That's kind of lame. Sky replied, yeah, those are the rules. It's dressed up only to get a good photo of the characters and not get really crowded in there with other fans flashing their cameras too. Spirit said, it sounds like you'll be gone for a while, right? So yeah, the photos alone could take about 45 minutes. There's usually lots of people afterwards. There's a sort of a catwalk procession and things that you can line up for. It's pretty a long parade around the conversation that can take an hour for. I couldn't ask you to wait that long for me. And pride, some people hang around and take photos of us. In the parade though, it's kinda packed. Sky replied, I won't get you crushed for some photos, Superior. There'll be lots of costumes, which can be fun, but it's your call. You know what? No, screw it. I'm taking a photo. She says, sure. I got my phone. I'll look around. I can't some more until the parade starts. Then I'll snap some shots from my phone. I'll be sure to show you later. Sky said, awesome. I can't wait to see you there. Hee. I never had someone in the crowd taking pictures for me before. Hey, before I go, there's something I want to give you. Sky handed me over a new jacket. She unzipped it and gestured me to hold out my arms as she put it on me. It fits alright though. I felt a little strange wearing it after Han had said the autograph made it really rare. That melted away when Sky wrapped me in a loving hug, kissing me on the jaw tenderly as she did. Sky said, I think this looks better on you, Superior. Now that you're sort of in a costume too. I'll lend it to you, but you gotta give me a cool something. You can bring it back to me at my place. I said, whoa, what's going on here? I'm getting romantic vibes. So I said, hush up, and maybe I just trust here with my stuff. I said, yeah, but your house part. Oh, yeah, wow. I said, come on guys, we gotta get going. So I said, alright Spear, we're really gotta get going. Thanks again for everything. I ended up killing the time around the booths. I even did end up picking up a new game, maybe something I could play while Sky later. I had to admit, the place wasn't quite as fun browsing around by myself. Sky's shock reaction to some of the more famous artists and voice actors was really part of the fun. For I guess I don't know if some of them have had some reaction. After an hour, I found a good strategy place to set up on a bend in the cosplaying parade, a path where I get to see a good sort of cosplayers. It took a little time to stand there. Some of the sort of the hold up in the photo room, but eventually all manners of creative cosplayers started to make their way along the parade circuit. It took a while for them to get to me, but Sky was right. It was pretty cool to see some of the more famous characters I knew brought to life by the card players, especially the ones who threw in a little gesture and pulled faces to act out their characters. I wasn't sad to see that the parade was being led by the top 5 costumes, and Lexi, Han, and Sky weren't among them. Sky was there in the parade, though, looking happy as ever. They had arranged a group into the game. Jonas' side was to back some of the other prawn characters, when fake attacks at the audience and pretending to beef it out with the other cast members. As she passed, she threw me a playful kiss and wink before signing off. Talked about a cute picture to remember the afternoon by, even if it was getting a little late. By the time the parade was done, the sun was starting to set. Sky was insisted that I kept her jacket saved and brought it over to next time we hung out. We shared one last hug, hastily interrupted by Sky getting a call from her parents to get a ride home. I promised I wouldn't keep her waiting too long on getting the jacket back to her. Did I seriously get invited to her house? That's all I could focus on for the rest of the evening. I hadn't assumed that I hadn't assumed this meant a little more than just how she tracked all her friends. I guess there's only one real way to find out. I should give her a call. I'm ready to head over. At least had the memento of the jacket for now. It smells a little of SKYE perfume. I was sure to fold it up safe in my drawers, so it didn't accidentally get washed, ruined, or autographed. Wow, I must admit that was quite a great event. You know, I say so myself. Let's save that just in case. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and teenagers, and all them, I am going to end the video here. If you like this, then I am going to add to my 3 face down cards. First up to my first face down card, subscribe me, Warpstone, Legendary, Professor Nightwolf, Future as a Champion, and Pokemon others, but wait, I am not done just yet. I add to my second face down card. Please press the button to subscribe, press the button to follow. Ready, press the green button to like, follow, subscribe, and support. Now watch press those buttons. But wait, I'm not done just yet. I took my third and final face down card, which I'll leave this in the description down below, so you can follow me on social media Universe World website. And the social media Universe World website are Discord, Steam, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and of course Twitch, Kick. And once you follow, subscribe, and support me, you officially join the Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise. To make the channel bigger, better, stronger, more noticeable in the future to all other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. This is Superior 9000, the game streamer that nobody knows the future, becoming entrepreneur, extraordinary influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, and creator, broadcaster, and feature wrestler. Signing out. Okay, everyone, take care, stay home, be safe, wash your hands, do this away, and of course, most importantly, and I'll repeat most importantly, and remember this, wear a mask, and I'll see each and one of you on the next video of mine. But before I go, I have one thing to say. Let's pro game streamers like myself, Legendary, and others can do big things, especially online video game streaming. What you gotta do is type name in the search, click on the channel, and see what video games play on. Okay, everyone. Thank you for flying Superior 9000 Chat. We have you enjoyed this videos. Support, subscribe to this channel and other platforms as well.